as well as he would like it to be a more generic order form. So the order form on the left is the order form that he actually received. The order form on the right is just a reference to see what it is that we're aiming for. This is an order form that we did for another school, Sir John A. Macdonald. And instead of having a specific sport or club, we designed this order form so somebody that's in plays volleyball, or somebody that's in music, or somebody that's in the dance program, they can all use the same order form and customize it by changing the sport or club to their desired one. So what we're going to do first is do an edit replace. Now, on this for the text, so what we want to ideally do is change everything that says volleyball that's in text to sport or club. In this case, a couple of these logos are in curves, which is a problem. So keep that in mind, that if you are creating logos from scratch, everything needs to be in text. So we can then go in. So this one, for example, is in text. Anything that is a word or text needs to be in text and not converted to curves. Otherwise, we are not able to easily make the changes that we want to make. However, there are some that we will be able to change because they are in text. So we're just going to go to find and replace text. And then we type in what we want it to look for, which is the volleyball. And we're going to replace it with sports/club. And then click replace all. Okay, and close that in. So you can see that the program has changed it in both the logo that is on the shirt as well as the enlarged logo below, from volleyball to sport club. Now, for example, this one, which was in curves, did not change. And so what I'm going to do is actually end up pulling in this logo from maybe the music order form that was created for this school and make the change that way. The rest of these logos are sport specific, the volleyball ones. So we need to do a little more work on that. And even on the sweatpants, it's going to change from that would have said volleyball. This one, because it's on the vertical leg, it won't do the find and replace. So you're going to have to go in and change this one manually. So we're going to get rid of the volleyball and change it to sport or club. So some things work better than others with the find and replace, but it gives you a good start to do it that way. Click OK. And there you go. So again, the order form that the students actually fill out has a spot on it there where they fill in the actual sport or club that they want, and it can be anything. All the high schools here have many different clubs available for the students to join, from the debate club to um, the environmental club. They also have various sports, and every school has different sports available and different like music and drama programs, etc. So what we try and do here is create a very generic order form that represents the school and but gives the students the opportunity to fully customize it. Okay, so in using the Sir John A. Macdonald order form as a reference, we're going to make a couple of changes to the order form here. Um, this third item, what we're going to do is incorporate the Titans logo that we have, and in place of the volleyball, we're going to put the Titans logo, and we're actually going to change this to Titans. So if the students choose this option, they are not going to be able to zip hoodie in the bottom row, what we're going to do is basically take the idea from this logo, which is going to be a left chest logo, and make it into the Titan. So instead of the M, we're going to have the Titan and the head, and um, and then just add this border club underneath. And then we're going to take that. We're going to move it up onto the left chest and shrink it down, and then put it in place. Shrink it down a little bit more. Okay, and Um, so we're getting there. We have a few more logos to change. This one we're going to get rid of the volleyball one altogether, and we're going to essentially replicate this one. Although there is no short form for Bishop Tonos, but we are just going to copy this over and then do replace the replace it with the name and then the sport club on the bottom. So what we're working on is going to be creating a generic, um, a standardized order form for the sport or for the school-wide generic program, which we do not have at this point. So it's a little more time-consuming at this point, but so Bishop Tonos is the name of the school. And here again, we're going to do the Bishop Jonas. This is obviously a much longer word than the Mac that's there, but it will work anyway. So we'll just zoom in on this. We just need to do a bit of just some sizing. And this one as well. Just zoom down just a little bit. Okay, so this looks good. We just move this down to the square a bit so it's a little more centered. There we are. So our first few are done, and now we need to do uh, one here. So again, what we're going to try and do is incorporate the head, and in behind the where the volleyball was, we're going to put the head. So if there's something that is only able to be printed, we need to make sure that it's in this item, in this particular slot, because we don't want to be changing and renumbering all of the items. All the pricing remains the same regardless of what sport or club it is that we're doing. So it's just easier to ensure that the logos that we're putting in here are are the logos that work either the stitch or the print. So you can see that this logo, it's a double outline, it's all embroidery, and that is only stitched. Again, this one is also a stitch only. It's a two-color script with tail, and it's done out of the twill, so it's a stitch. This should actually say embroidery, not stitched, to avoid any confusion. But that's something that we need to be tweaking on our end. Um, and yeah, so just a few things to keep in mind when creating the generic order form, but that is the basics.
This is a basic demonstration on how to change an order form for a school. The situation that we have here is we have two different order forms. The one on the left is the order form that we did for the school last year with a school-specific logo on it. The one on the right is our new template for all of our spiritware for this year. What we're going to do is add the custom logo that we did for them last year to the new template. And I will do that now. In order to do that, we need to remove um, one of the um, one of the current hoodies, and um, and then we're going to make room. We can't just add another hoodie. It will be too crowded. You won't be able to see what they're doing. So we're going to take this one out, and it's simple as selecting the area and hitting delete. We are then going to move these two items over. You'll notice that the way that we have it set up is we have each item shows the item, and then the logo for that particular item is in a larger format. Listed below that are the items that are available with that logo on it. So for this item in particular, the first one, it's available in a hoodie, a crew neck, and a full zip. It's also available in a print option or a stitch option. Each of them are numbered, so when the student fills out the order form, they know the number of the item that they want and then the details from there. In order to not have to renumber everything, we are taking the new item and adding it at the end in the spot. So we've deleted the one item, moved these two over, and now what we're going to do is take something, take an image from the old order form. We'll just use the first one, and we're just going to click it and drag it over, and there it is. It's fine. You could copy it, is the other option, rather than cutting and pasting it, but that is fine. The next thing we're going to do is take one of our grids with the items listed and the pricing, and this one we are going to copy, and we'll just move it under this item. We're going to move it up. We're going to leave it right there. Okay. So we need that. We also need one of the boxes to show the larger logo. We need to just grab it, and we're going to do a drag and copy there. Now we're going to take out the logo that's currently in this box, delete that, and we're going to grab the logo from here, bring it down. The idea is to make it as big as possible so the students or the staff can see what the logo is. So there you go. The last step is then to list the items that are available with this logo. It's a left chest. It can be done in, as you'll note from the old order form, it can be done in either a printed option or a stitched option, and there are several different items of apparel that it can be done for. So we've got the hoodie, it'll go on a crew neck. It will also go just printed on a golf shirt or a long sleeve dry fit, also on a jacket. So there are several options for this, and that is what we're going to update below. So the first thing we need to do is renumber these items, because if you recall, we just copied this grid over to here. So we're just going to go in and renumber each of these in sequential order. So the last one of the previous item was number 37, so this one becomes 38, etc. And go on down the line. The next one we're going to change from 35 to 39, but as I mentioned, it is sequential, and you just need to keep that in mind. So after we make the changes to the numbers, we need to then change the items. So again, you'll need some direction from us as to what this item is available in, but it is going to be available in a hoodie. Okay, I'm going to just pause that. So it's available in a hoodie, so you're just going to highlight it, go up top and click your AB. We're going to delete this and we're going to replace it with hoodie. And then it's OK. It's going to be available in a print as well as a stitch. So the next one down, we are also going to replace that with hoodie. And then in this line, the first one will be print, that's fine. The second one is going to be stitch. So we need to click on that, go into the AB, change it from print to stitch, and then click OK, and it's going to make that change. The next item that is going to be available for this is going to be a crew neck. So again, we just go in, we replace what's there with the word crew neck. It's also available in a print as well as a stitch. So again, we're going to go in here and we're going to replace that with crew neck. You want to keep the like items together, so the fact that it's available for print and stitch, both the hoodies. So we're going to list the hoodies together, then the crew necks. It's also going to be available in a full zip, as well as a printed golf shirt and a printed long sleeve. So there's many items available for this particular logo. We want to give them all the options in as clear manner as possible. So this is going to be the full zip. One thing to keep in mind with the full zip is not all logos are available for the full zip because of the actual zipper. So you need to keep that in mind if you're working on logos. The zipper is going to split whatever logo you have, so you need to make sure that the logo can be cut or it lines up on one side or the other of the actual zipper. Okay, the last two that we're going to add are from over on this side. We're going to do a golf shirt as well as the long sleeve dry fit. We are running out of room, so the thing that we're going to take off is we need to keep it somewhat consistent from order form to order form, but we also need to ensure that they're going to be able to read what it is that we're sending them. So we can get rid of some information from the front of the order form because it will be on page 2 of the order form, which is something that we'll go through at another time. We're going to need a couple more lines because the golf shirt and the long sleeve shirt are also available in a men's cut as well as a woman's cut. Okay, so we're just continuing to add the items and change the descriptions. So we're doing the golf shirt for the men and for the women. The next items, if we go back to our original order form that we had available, was a long sleeve dry fit shirt with the printed left chest logo. So that's what we're going to add now. Just next in line, so it's going to be a long sleeve dry fit. We're going to erase that. And again, that's available in a men's cut as well as a ladies. Most of the items are unisex that we do. The hoodies and crew necks, they're all unisex sizing. We do have some youth sizing available, but generally speaking, the items are unisex. So when there is a difference and there's a ladies cut or a men's cut available, we want to make sure that that is clear on the order form. As clear as possible anyway. And then the last thing, and we're going to try and fit this in even though it shrinks it a bit. We want to fit it in the space that we have available here. And then the last thing that was on the other order form, again, not something that we usually have on our order forms for the schools, but the school did request it last year, so we will include it this year, is a jacket. And so again, it's available in a men's cut and a ladies cut as well. The last thing we're going to work on is the pricing. The pricing is something that's determined by us. If you are just adding a new logo, for example, or changing out the colors, something like that, the pricing likely won't change. This pricing is, as you remember, if you recall, was from the sweatpants that we pulled over and copied. So this is all incorrect pricing. That's something that we will supply to you to update. If we don't, then obviously we'll look after it before it gets sent to the school. And there you go. So that is how you basically change the order form. The last thing to do would just be to clean it up, line it up, make sure everything looks good. When we copied something from over here, I moved it rather than copying and pasting. So again, we just need to make sure that that gets put back. And there you go. That's how you change an order form. To summarize, we took an old order form and have added their custom logo with all the items that it is available on to our new order form template. We did that by removing one of the existing items, shifting over the last hoodie and the sweatpants to make room at the end so we didn't have to end up renumbering everything. What you want to focus on is making sure you've got a graphic of the item with the logo on the left chest. Down below is the larger item, and then listed below are all the items that it's available in, whether it's available in print or stitched, and what the price is. This has all been updated. This order form is not going to be sent to the school. The new order form is what will be sent to the school. And it looks good, so that is what we're going to do. This can then be sent back to us, and we will forward it on to our contact.